We begin with an historic meeting between Japan and the United States. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe prepares to become the first Japanese leader to visit Pearl Harbor with the U.S. president. It's 75 years since his country launched an attack on the base that brought the U.S. into World War II. As our Wang Guang reports from Honolulu, a lot of people want Abe to do much more.
This letter was written and signed by 53 scholars, activists, and artists from around the world, many of which are based here in the United States. They put forward a few questions to Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. They said, of course, it was good, it is necessary for Abe to mourn the death of the 2,400 U.S. troops died here in Honolulu. But what about the victims, the tens of millions of them, in China, in Korea, and across Asia Pacific? Why wouldn't a Japanese Prime Minister go to those places to mourn the dead there? Really, they pointed to the fact that Japan launched an attack on China in 1931. It became a full-scale war on China in 1937. And on the very day of Pearl Harbor, in fact, an hour before Pearl Harbor, Japan also attacked Malaysia. Later that day, it went on to attack Guam, Burma, Philippines, Wake Island. So this letter basically said Japan's World War II aggression was a coordinated attack against the U.S. colonies, British colonies, and Dutch colonies, and perhaps more importantly, against China across Asia Pacific. So if a Prime Minister of Japan wanted to show remorse, he should really go to all of the places. And secondly, this letter basically questioned Prime Minister Abe's constant denial, if not whitewashing, of Japan's World War II aggression. Because Prime Minister Abe, this letter said, has a track record as an executive director of the Diet, as a former leader of his party, and now as Prime Minister, denying, constantly asking for a redefinition of the word aggression of Japan's imperial army. So basically, this letter said if you want to go to one place, you should also go to other places.